Welcome back to Season 2 of Parent Talk with Yvette. Summer's over and children are back in school enjoying their teachers' classes and hanging out with classmates. They do their classwork at school and homework every night. They're trying hard, but sometimes that effort and enthusiasm just isn't translating to the kinds of academic gains and grades you both want to see. If this sounds familiar to you, the key to helping your child crack the code on learning and create habits that lead to productivity, I believe, are in these 10 tips I'm about to share. Scripture says, whatever your hands find to do it with your might. The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance. So what are some ways you can help your child crack the learning code and achieve academic gains and grades? Stay right there. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Hi, I'm Yvette Shields, and if you're joining me for the first time, welcome to the Parent Talk with Yvette channel. I'm here every other week sharing content to help parents and children thrive. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. So let's get into today's discussion. I want to share with you 10 tips I practiced at home with our children that helped them crack the learning code. I learned very quickly that productive children aren't born, they're made. Children can learn how to become productive by forming habits at home that will show up in their work at school. Here's how. Tip number 1. Do not put off tomorrow what you can do today. Now, parents, stay with me here. When you get children in the habit of getting everything ready the night before, this helps the morning before school run smoother. For instance, getting lunches, backpacks, and clothes prepared and ready for the next day because you don't know what tomorrow will bring. Mornings can be chaotic, especially if your child is not a morning person. But helping your child develop this skill of getting ready the night before will help your child stay organized. This tip may seem small, but it can render big results. Tip number 2, get enough sleep. Sleep makes you feel better. A well-rested body produces less of the stress hormones, and sleep is important to make sure your child has enough energy for the day. A regulated bedtime and wake-up routine is a crucial step in preparing your child for school and a practical way to cut down on stress. You know, when children don't get enough sleep, they can become irritable. And because you know your child best, you know how much sleep your child needs. So it is up to you to make sure your child gets proper rest. Tip number 3, eat breakfast. Sure, kids may not feel like eating, but breakfast is a battle worth fighting. Have you heard you are what you eat? Studies show how important it is to choose the right mix of nutrients to give your brain and your body what it needs to thrive. Choose breakfast foods for your child that contain a mix of carbs to give them energy right away, add a protein to give them a boost later on, along with healthy fats and fiber. Parents, find ways to make breakfast time enjoyable for your child and you. Tip number 4, have a written plan on how your child will transition from school to home. Create and practice a home routine your child can follow to help them plan out their time after school and stick to the schedule. Choose a workspace in an area of your home that is quiet. Remove clutter and distractions from the study area, like cell phones, toys, and television, to keep your child focused. Keep helpful study supplies nearby, like colorful Post-its, a variety of pens and pencils, and scratch paper. Encourage your child to take ownership of the workspace by keeping it organized. Since homework has become a big part of children's education, have your child get started shortly after they get home, right after snack. When children complete homework and assignments on time, it helps them feel accomplished. Now, tip number 5, Shake it out. If your child is feeling overwhelmed or frustrated by a homework assignment or question, teach them to take a 5-minute brain break if needed and stand up and shake it out. Take deep breaths in and out can be helpful as well. This will give your child a chance to regroup before coming back to the assignment. Tip number 6, communication. Dinner time is a great way to have regular communication and family time with your child as you both ask about each other's day. It also gives your child a chance to talk and release pent-up stress that they may be experiencing. Did you know that 91% of families that eat together are less stressed? I know dinner time in our home always allowed us to slow down and reconnect with each other. But if dinner time is not the best time for you and your family to connect, then choose another time. Tip number 7, encourage your child to ask the teacher. As much as parents would like to help their children with homework, school curriculums have changed a lot over the years. If your child is struggling with homework, make a list of questions he or she can take to the teacher to get the help needed to understand the assignment. To further assist helping your child crack the code on learning is to keep open communication with your child's teacher. Your child's teacher can let you know if they notice any emotional, social, or cognitive issues with your child at school. And now, tip number 8. Read, read, read. Whether your child is reading quietly alone or needs to be read to, spending time reading is essential. Plus, reading aloud to your child is a priceless way to spend time together daily. If your schedule doesn't allow you to be home at your child's bedtime, pre-record your voice on a device reading the book that he or she can listen to at bedtime. Tip number 9, balance work and play. School is about learning, but it is also about making friends and having fun. Whether your child is a part of its sports team, a member of a school club, or playing with neighbors is a great way to develop new skills, make new friends, and have a productive school year. Some children who are shy may need a gentle push from you to get out there, but the push from you is worth it. And now, tip number 10. Stress cannot be avoided, but stress can be managed. So talk to your child and identify the source of their stress. Identify if the stress is temporary or long-term and find ways to help your child manage it. Help your child focus on the positive and focus only on what they can do today. So parents, I'm so excited and I can't wait to read your comments after you try these 10 tips. Do not put off tomorrow what you can do today. Make sure your child gets enough sleep. Make sure they eat breakfast. Write a plan how your child will transition from school to home. Shake it out. Keep open communication. Encourage your child to ask the teacher. Read, read, and read. Balance work and play. And remember, stress cannot be avoided, but it can be managed. If you've enjoyed this information on how your child can crack the code on learning and create habits that lead to productivity, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Parent Talk with Yvette.